Okay guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my ration packs. What are ration packs? It's just a fancy term that I came up with, meaning a lightweight portable kit that has calories in it, that has food, that has some meals in it. So the first reason I'm sharing this is because of their multi-purpose attributes. I have 4 here. I'm going to dig into each one, and I want to get to that really quick. Because that might take a while. But these packs, you don't have to mimic this. Actually, I don't want you to mimic this. I want you to make your own system. I just wanted to show you kind of what I used. I tried to do this kind of on the cheap. So that is a brand called Deuter, D-E-U-T-E-R. I got a 4-pack of these on Sierra Trading Post for like $8. So each one of these, 2, 4, 6, 8. Each one of these was $2. And they're kind of a 500 denier weight pouch, but you can use a variety of things. You can use Ziploc bags, you can use clothing, Amazon Basics clothing, packing cubes, you can use stuff sacks. Right, so pretty much what these are, like I said, it's very similar to an MRE. I don't think MREs are that efficient for me. For a few reasons, the main one being for the calories are kind of heavy, and the second, the bigger reason, is they cannot tolerate freezing weather. I get a lot of cold weather here. I've considered buying MREs, but their usefulness is kind of limited, just because they cannot tolerate cold weather, because it's wet packed food that can freeze. So all the food in these kits are dry, meaning either dehydrated or they're dried in some way. You need to reconstitute them with water. But what that means is these kits not only don't have any water weight, but they can tolerate really cold temperatures unharmed. Right here I have 4, and I have I think 4 more that I didn't grab, and then I probably have the different supplies to build about, I don't know, 4 or 8 more of these. And I keep these around for a variety of issues, but whenever we go on overnight backpacking trips, I can take one of these, throw them in my pack. She can take one of these, throw them in her pack. Whenever we go on road trips, this always happens to me. Or if I go on business trips, you fly into a city, you get to the hotel, you get in the hotel, it's around dinner time, and you stop and you're like, dang, I'm kind of hungry. What is there to order? And then you end up ordering out. Having one of these, and because there's no liquids, technically you could fly with these. Having one of these would mean you could save some money or save some inconvenience. Right when you get to the hotel room, you could easily make or use the food out of here. If you go on a family road trip, in the case of an evacuation, meaning we would need to leave our house, another reason why I use these containers is because they're lightweight, but the bigger reason is they're kind of modular. So I have a standard milk crate here that 4 of these, well, actually 6 of these fit perfectly in. Right, so 2 more normally sit on top, and then I just have it secured with a bungee cord, and this is how I store them. But then that way you can grab one container, and it has, I'm not quite sure, 1 or 2 weeks worth of food for one person. This one feels the lightest and the thinnest. As you'll see, there's still extra space in the kit. So if you want to throw candy, beef jerky, beef sticks, cheese sticks, drink mixes, coffee, tea, 5-hour energies, there's still space to do that, right? So Idahoan roasted mashed garlic potatoes. So these are dehydrated potatoes. The next thing is just a wad of paper towel, because if you're eating food, you might make a mess. I have a spoon and a fork in here, or a plastic spoon camping fork. I have 1 pack of ramen, which is 400 calories and 50 carbs. And then these, I'm just going to elaborate on once. Oh, and then I have a spoon. And then I have 2 of these in this kit. And what these are, they're actually made by Mountain House, the same company that makes the, the blue freeze-dried camping meals that you see at your sporting goods store. I got these a few years ago. I got them straight from the company because they were discounted, deeply discounted. I think normally they're $8 or $9 per one of these, which is kind of expensive. I got them for deeply discounted, so they ended up costing about $4.50 each. So I think I got an assorted case of 20 or 30. So it wasn't all that expensive because they were discounted. But I like these for a multitude of reasons. Now, what these are, and I just want to explain this once because I have at least 2 of these in all these kits. What these are is the identical to Mountain House single camping pouch freeze-dried meals. The difference is these are actually military issue, and these are they're actually called long-range patrol rations. They have some type of fancy acronym, but the biggest thing is for lightweight packability, and also they don't freeze in cold weather. So for, if say there's guys operating up in the mountains of Afghanistan for a week, and let's say it's getting pretty cold up there, they're able to have good warm meals. And the other difference is these have a higher protein. So pretty much this is a beef stroganoff, so it has more ground beef, and I can attest to that. These have like a lot of meat compared to your standard meals, and they all vary. I have assorted ones, but this pouch is 620 calories and 70 carbohydrates and 30 protein. And this is a beef stroganoff, and this is a turkey tetrazzini. So this next one, to me, it feels a little bigger, a little bulkier, so it might have a little bit more food. And like I said, these are all fairly similar. I wasn't really going for variety, I was just going for dense calories and good tasting food. So we have more tortilla, or we have more paper towel. We have more potatoes. This time we have 2 ramen packets of 400 calories and 50 carbs each. And we have another beef stroganoff, Mountain House. We have a beef stew, freeze-dried Mountain House. We have a spoon. And we have another beef stew. So this is the third one. I'm not repacking, and then that way at the end of the video you can see just how much food you can pack into small lightweight places. So this one, ramen, paper towel, ramen, beef stroganoff, beef stew, Mountain House, and a spoon, and another beef stew. So now we're kind of running out of space here, but we have one more that I'll open up. Mashed potatoes, paper towel, top ramen, or ramen noodles, a spoon, another spoon and a napkin, a turkey tetrazzini, and a beef stroganoff with noodles. Okay guys, so hopefully you can see all the food on the table. It doesn't look like much, but that's because pretty much all of it is dried, freeze-dried. It needs to be reconstituted with water. But after I tally the calories per package, there's probably, I don't know, 10,000 calories sitting here right on the table. So in a dire situation, or just a situation where you're really hungry, or a situation where you'll be out without food for 2 weeks unless you bring your own. This could really keep you happy for an extended period of time. Okay, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video. Like I said, as I rip into each kit, I'll post the calories of each thing. I would wager each one, just doing a quick 650, 650, 13. Probably each one of them is close to 2,000 calories. 2,000 calories for one person could be stretched a long time. For two people, could be again stretched at least for a day or two, I would assume. And the last thing I did want to address, because I'm focused more on preparedness. A lot of people tend to say, you don't need food, you can survive 3 weeks. That's what the books say. That's what the media says. That's what the internet says. The internet gods say 3 weeks, so that's true. The only thing I'd say is if you don't like to eat, and if you don't think food's important, and you think you can survive 3 weeks without food, don't pack food. I actually highly value food because it's a multi-purpose item. It keeps my metabolism high, which means it keeps my body warm, and I live in a cold environment. It keeps my spirit up. It keeps my mood up. It keeps me fed. It keeps me happy. It keeps me busy. It maintains a sense of normalcy, even in a bad situation. It can warm you up in cold weather. It can just, again, raise your spirits. And I'm sure I'm repeating myself now, but if you've ever been in just a, not life or death situation, but a bad crap situation, you can probably agree that, when you randomly find that energy bar in the bottom of your pack, or that bag of trail mix that you forgot about that was in the bottom of your backpack, there can be a lot of crap. There can be a lot of bad things going on around you. You can be in the middle of a thunderstorm, and you can be cold, and you can be damp and all that stuff, but as long as you have some food, you just feel a little happier, safer, more secure inside. Very similar to why a lot of people rely on fire in outdoor situations like camping, hiking, survival, that type of thing. Hopefully you enjoy that video. Again, this was a sample. I don't encourage you to replicate it completely. You certainly can, but it's more of an exercise to see how much calories you can pack into a compact, lightweight location, lightweight package. And having your food broke up into day rations, or into smaller containers, but having them put together like a meal, it makes packing backpacks easier when you're going on a trip, and it allows you to better compartmentalize and put food in various locations. So if you forget one piece of luggage, that's not where all your food is. So like always, you can go back to my homepage and watch some of my current videos. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.